Neha, it's so good to see you. How are you?
Hi, Lynn. How are you? I'm
I'm
very,
great.
very good.
Thank you for doing this. Let's dive in. Where were you before you joined the program?
Oh my God. I still remember that day very vividly. I was in a really desperate state. I was sad all the time. I was a new mother to my second child. And I wasn't sure that all this doubt that I had, I'd recently also switched jobs, but still wasn't making me very happy. And I thought, okay, this is it for me and my career. I'm not going to grow from here for a while, and maybe it's okay. And I don't know if I'm making a mistake or not. But like a lot of other women, maybe I should just take a step back. I stumbled upon this page. I think it was in the Women in Product group. And then I set up this consultation. I'm like, what's there to lose? And I remember that conversation, and it changed my life.
So, why did you decide to take the leap and join?
So honestly, like I was skeptical at first. I wasn't sure, like what you said, that you don't have to work for 70 hours a week. I'm like, what? She's just crazy. Like I'm in product. What do you mean? And then I'm a new mother, and you're like, well, you have to learn to delegate, and then you don't have to do all this, and then you can still be an awesome product manager. And while it sounded too good to be true, but you said it with so much heart and ambition that I wanted to take a leap of faith and say, I could sense the confidence in your voice, and I wanted to take a leap and say, maybe I'll give this a shot. What's there to lose? Like maybe this is time that I'm not taking a step back. In fact, I'm investing in myself. And then it's so unique. Your program is so unique. I've seen other program outlines. They all have this outline of how do you manage the product, and there's these guidelines around here's how you do discovery, here's how you talk to clients, here's how you manage the peers, here's how you manage the stakeholders. But no, your program is completely different. The first week I joined, it was hitting all my nerves. I'm like, oh, this is exactly where I stumble upon. This is exactly where I don't feel confident in going in and saying something. And you were recognizing those points, and it felt like so real life connected. Like I can find 100 templates out there, but nothing in there has that kind of connection that you had started put together. Like, oh, this is all connected. This makes so sense. And then there was this whole piece about talking to each other, the group, the community that we were building. And then I'm like, oh, I'm not alone. I'm not alone in this course. And like everybody's going through the similar emotions that I'm going through. Like that was such a relief. Like even the first week nailed it for me. The first phone call with the passion you said it, I wanted to believe in you, but then the first week that nailed it.
Oh, that's awesome. What were some of the highlights of the program?
It's so hard to choose. Okay, so when I look back and I just think through, there are a few things that stand out. For example, the group coaching part, the part where you are presenting something, but you're not going on your presentation giving us a lecture. You're like stopping and listening, just reading the room. And that made me click. I'm like, oh, this is leadership, right? Like you don't have to go through the whole material. That's not what it's about. It's about understanding the concept and making sure that everybody is into it, everybody is able to grasp it, and everybody's feeling comfortable. It's a safe space, and people are sharing this with each other. And then there was the alumni program. Like after it was done, I was like kind of bummed. I'm like, how am I going to keep in contact? But then you said, no, we have an alumni program. So I kept connecting with the same group of people, and even met new product experts, and from different states, different cities, different backgrounds, different company levels. And I'm like, oh, I was growing all this time. I have been growing all this time. I listened to others who are already in a VP role, and I listen to them talk, and I'm like, oh, I think I can do this. But then the best part was that realizing that I don't have to do this the way they are doing it. I have to do this the way I am, right?
Yeah.
And that's where you highlighted. I don't know how you did it, but you still made everybody bring out the best in themselves. And I don't know how you did it, but you're amazing in that sense. And then there was the one-on-ones where you actually listened, and then you connected the dots from your personal life to the professional life. And I don't think anybody does that. Like I've not at this point, I have now been a part of 3 or 4 different programs for strategy, for leadership, for women. And I have not connected with other people in the same deep-rooted sense that I have in this program.
Tell me, what were some of the things that have really moved the needle on both your career and your life? What are some key points?
So one was when you started making us write on our own BHAGs or our own goals. I took a step back and I actually thought to myself, okay, what is my purpose? Like, what is it that I want to do? And with that came a lot of realizations that I was like going on some wrong paths that I was just trying to be comfortable with, but I wasn't. And I stopped doing that. Like, okay, this is my goal. I don't have to be apologetic about it. This is who I am. I don't have to be apologetic about it. Perfect, right? And then there are, mindful and soulful discussions about the situations, the real life situations we go through in the product, right? So that was another, and there were like so many tools that we were coming out with in every discussion that I almost feel like this is a product support group where we support each other, we lift each other up, and then, that's where, we all thrive. We all thrive.
Tell everybody, where are you now and what excites you about your future?
Where am I now? Since I joined you, I am like confident that I'm a director, right? I'm in fact now ready to take this to a new level and level up again, and say I want to interview for. In fact, I have been interviewing for VP roles or head of product roles. The résumé, coaching that you have, the LinkedIn coaching that you have, like that has changed my personality. Online, like my online presence has changed forever. Since I met you, I've had a tremendous salary hike. Like the last one I had was 23%, which is no joke when you're at the director level, right? So I've learned to embrace change, read the room much better, and not have meetings when I'm scarfed. In fact, like let the emotions settle down. So much more self-aware, right? And my self-worth has gone high. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm having imposter syndrome. I'm thinking, I don't know if I can do this, but I'm still apply. I'm now owning my brilliance and saying, oh, I want to go ahead. This is what I can do. I'm going to go ahead and apply because I'm confident. I might not meet 100%. That's okay. Like I'll meet 70% and that's fine. But I'll give this a shot. That's where my self-worth has come in so handy, and like my confidence has gone.
You are so ready to be a VP, SVP, Chief Product Officer, and you are meant to inspire people who work for you. So I'm so excited to watch you on your amazing journey.
Oh, I hope so. I'm super excited. I think now my dreams of being an entrepreneur are going to come true.
Oh, of course they are. Absolutely. You are on the way there. Neha, thank you. And
thank
we
you.
will stay in touch. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.